Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Joe. What would you like?
Just a Coke, thanks.
I'll have a cafe latte, thanks.
I'll have an OJ, thanks.
Coke, please.
Coke? No worries. Thanks.
How about work on Saturday? Wasn't it frantic?
Yeah, we were flat out all day. Must have been one of the busiest days ever. Was it busy where you guys were?
Yeah, sure was, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So Leanne, have we convinced you that working doesn't interfere with your school certificate studies yet? Have you taken our advice and taken a job down at Rudolph's?
Yeah, I took your advice. I know you said it'd be a good experience, but it was the extra money that convinced me in the end.
So how'd you go? Did you see Robinson down there?
Yeah, you didn't tell me what a terrible time I'd have. Terrible time? What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's great working there. Yeah, well, that's what I thought too.
Hi, Leanne.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Take a seat.
Thanks.
So, you're applying for a job here,
Yeah.
and you have a number of school friends that have recommended us.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. And we try hard to have a satisfied workplace. So you want to work in the computer area? It's unusual for a girl. Why do you want to do that?
Well, I love them. I've got a computer of my own, a Macintosh G3, and I really enjoy working on them. I guess I just seem to be good at them too. I've developed my own web page and a few little programs here and there. The teachers usually come to me when they've got a computer problem at school. So it just seems like an area where I'll be good at helping others.
Look, that's fine, but let me be frank. You are aware that it's a male-dominated area. And some of the fellows can be a bit rough. You know, the things they say, language, jokes, pictures around the place, that sort of thing. I'm worried you may not be able to handle that. How would you feel about being the only female in a male area? And a very attractive one, if I may say so.
Thanks. No, I don't think it should be much of a problem.
What if there are problems? How will you handle that?
Well, I've got lots of male friends at school, and I've never really had a problem before. What are the procedures here if there is a problem?
Well, some areas have detailed policy and complaints procedures, but we've never had any real problems that I'm aware of. And I can't see them starting now. So, let's just see how it goes. Anyway, a girl like you will have them wrapped around your little finger in no time. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Ah, lucky fella. Okay, let's send you down to the floor and get you started.
Sure.
Welcome, Leanne. I'm Len. I'm the supervisor here.
Hi.
It's good to see you joining up as part of the team. Yeah, we need a few more ladies here to improve the class. These guys can get pretty bad at times, trust me. So feel free to make them clean their act up a bit, okay?
Sure.
Come on, guys. Turn that computer screensaver image around so that she's not embarrassed by it. Meet the guys. This is Tony and Ken. This is Justin. And this is Kenny, who's also, I believe you already know.
Hi Leanne.
Okay, just excuse me for a couple of seconds.
Sure.
She seems like a good kid. She knows her stuff, and she's quick. I think she'll be good here. Just, don't spend too much time on special training, though. It's not worth it. I hear these Asian girls want to start families pretty young.
I don't know that that's true, but even so, isn't that discrimination?
What do you mean? Of course not. She's got a job here, doesn't she?
Hey, I'm just trying to be friendly, make you feel welcome. Got an important job here, you know. So don't get aggressive or you get a bad rating and you wouldn't like that, trust me.
Tony, come here. I told you before, no means no. Now keep your hands to yourself in future, okay? There you are, Kenny. Can I talk to you, please? Yeah. Look, I've had a complaint. It seems some of the older people don't like that Aboriginal flag pin of yours. They don't like being served by an Aboriginal person. So you better take the pin off or get somebody else to serve the elderly people. We can't afford to lose them as customers.
But you said all I need to do is meet certain targets and make lots of sales.
Yeah, but really, if we let you serve these people, then we'd lose them and others like them as customers. I know they're fossils and they're out of date, but they spend good money and we can't afford to offend them. If they go, we all lose. So, like, you're going to be great with nearly all of the customers, but it's just these few, 4 or 5, that we have to keep you away from. I'm sorry, but you've got to like it or leave. I don't want to treat you any different, but we have to survive.
Hey, make a complaint. That's not fair what they're doing.
But we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want a job. We don't want to get a reputation as whingers. What can we do?
You just have to put up with it.
That's rubbish. They're getting a rough time. We don't have to put up with that where we are. The boss is approachable. As a person whose special job it is to keep an eye on workplace discrimination and harassment, there is a clear policy that we've all been informed about. We had a session on occupational health and safety, and they stressed that the workplace had to be safe, comfortable and free of harassment. What you're saying sounds like harassment. That's not right. There's lots of things you can do about it.
Yeah, that's fine for permanent employees, but we're just casuals, easy to dispense with. We're just debt. There's no cover for us. We just have to put up with it.
So do something about it. Say something yourself.
But it's the bosses as well. We can't go around complaining all the time.
So what can we do?
Leanne, now one of the first things to learn is where all the goods are kept. Here's a G3. Now don't try and lift this. You might hurt yourself, a little thing like you. We have equipment we use for, but we usually don't bother. Jim will help you with this.
Yeah, that'd be right. Demand equal treatment, but don't do equal work.
Jim, look, I've put your name down for a special training course on the G3s. Now, does anybody else here have a G3? Leanne does, but I think she should concentrate on the basics. Besides, the customers prefer male for their demonstrations, and she's too weak to be lifting them up and down for the customers. So if you can think of anyone else to send on the course, tell me, okay?
I'd really like to go on that course. I think it'd be really worthwhile and I'd be good at it.
We'll talk about this some other time.
Hey, what's this, eh? You Aboriginal or something? You don't look like one. You look more white than black to me. Yeah, you just say that you're Aboriginal so you get all the perks that go with being a black fella. Like, you know, cheap home loans and free cars and stuff like that.
No, you idiots, because I am black. It's my family heritage. You really don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Tell you what I do know though, you're taking some days off this week, going to a family funeral for your uncle or something. Isn't that right?
We're a close family. The death of an uncle's special. It's a really strong cultural thing we do.
You guys are always rotting the system. But, hey, fair's fair, and we're fair enough around here. So we're not going to treat you any differently.